Music and Roblox obbies actually aren't so different. I mean, think about it. You need to practice towers to learn them, and you do so by repeatedly playing sections until you can complete it. The statement, don't practice until you get it right, but instead practice until you can't get it wrong, is true in both music and obbies. There are many more examples, but the one we're going to be focusing on in today's video is that nervousness you feel when you're far into a tower, and it's similar to a performance of music. Thus, Tower of Music Theory Mayhem, Ring 3 Soul Crushing Tower, is going to end with a final outside section as a performance of everything you've learned throughout the tower. If you want to play what I build in today's video, here's the obby ID. Also, if you enjoy it, please make sure you leave a like and consider subscribing. I'd love to hit 3,000 subscribers this year. Except, actually, we're not going to be starting with the performance just yet, because we need the floor 10 inside. And actually, off camera, well, actually it was on camera because it was in a stream. I built floor 9, but it's like really short. This is literally the entire floor. Okay, so this is the final time we'll be referring to the notes that I wrote as my plan for the tower. Floor 10 will be over water at the bottom of the floor, and if you fall, you'll have to swim back to the start of the floor. It will begin with some pretty hard parkour to get to a central platform from which you'll have to complete several quick tasks to review everything gone over in the tower. A button will be at the end of each one. Once everything is pressed, you'll be able to access a final outside to be a performance, which will include longer sections representing everything gone over in the tower, with parkour in between. The parkour will have a few small platforms beneath each section so that there's a chance the player could catch themselves if they fail a parkour section. At the end of the final outside, you'll be teleported to above floor 10. You'll ride a treble clef moving platform to the wind pad, which will be a giant white neon 8th note pair, next to huge text above the tower reading Tower of Music Theory Mayhem. So, part limit and text effect limit is probably going to prevent me from adding everything I described there. Like, I wrote all these before I even started building the tower at all. This is over $1 million, but not for much longer, because we're going to need a lot of that for this final inside, I guess. So it's going to be like 20 studs should be good. Okay, even that's not enough. It's going to have to be like 200,000. Well, good thing I've been saving this up the whole time I've been building the tower. Okay, there we go. It is 200,000 exactly, actually. So it needs to have those properties, and of course, water. So you should be able to swim in here if it didn't just make it can't glide true for no apparent reason. And then we're going to need like the surface of the water. So we're going to take an additional part and we can do glass texture and 0.8 transparency. No, 0.4, that's better. Okay, so now you can see the surface from both inside and outside the water. For the large central platform, what I think we can do is maybe just make it another giant part. That's super expensive. And then it's only one part, so I guess that works out well. We can do like 40 by 40. It should go like, it's gonna be another 100,000, but it's fine. Actually, we'll just do 40 by 40 by 40. So actually, 100,000 wasn't necessary. In addition, let's add this outline to it and rotate it 45 degrees. So the teleporter at the end of floor 9 right here, it sends you to around here. So I guess we'll put the starting platform maybe here. And you know, using outline is like a good way to add some detail without using any additional parts. So we're gonna put that on like everything here. Hopefully there's not also a limit for outline, but even if there is, I probably am not anywhere near it because I haven't used as much as of this effect as I have text effects. The pretty difficult parkour can be like a bunch of long jumps and like almost impossible things. So I don't like this 0.25. We'll just do 0.1. On here it's fine, but on the smaller platforms it just looks weird. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Maybe this isn't really pretty difficult, but I mean, okay. So you kind of gotta like hold space on that, and it launches you in this direction. Alright, well, I'm at part limit. I think we all expected this. But luckily, I've already know of some things where I can easily get lots of parts, and that's mainly these with the hollow cylinders. They look cool, but sadly they just have to go. I'm not going to remove all of them, though. Actually, you know what? I'll leave the bottommost ones on these. You know, I don't want to just remove all the detail. There, see? That saved 32 parts. I won't remove any more until I actually need to, because I don't want to remove anything I don't have to. Also, I know I can just get plus 100 for subscribing to Roblox Premium. I won't do that unless I absolutely have to, and there's, like, literally nothing else for me to delete. Anyway, since you know how, like, at the start of a performance, you'd probably exit like a room like backstage or whatever, so that's why this is a door, by the way. Okay, so I decided to instead make this be 2 button sections because there really weren't that many things I wanted to go over, like that would require a good bit of explaining, I guess. And also some of them it would like take too much parts to add another section of that, so it's actually not going to be everything, but it's going to be most everything. So yeah, it's just 2 sections to get to this button and this button, which will deactivate the doors here. There's actually 2. and then this third one is visible. Also, there's this weird bug where, like, if you select the thing that a button is linked to, I think if it's when you click multiple at a time, it, like, glitches out. The only way to get rid of it is by rejoining or reloading the Obby slot. Alright, so on floor 1, it was mainly just the original way of doing sharp/flats before it was, like, actual pitches that it was. I think the only thing we're going to use from floor 1 is going to be play the rhythm, one of these. And when you look at that, I need to delete some parts for the third time. I decided to delete the button that I had here that, like, activated a ladder here so you wouldn't have to do this again, because, like, it was kind of pointless considering how short of a section it would skip to get back up here anyway. And it was a lot of parts to make that ladder. So I guess I'll just do that now. It's going to be a pretty simple rhythm you have to read. Maybe not this simple. We'll do one in 4/4 time. It'll be like quarter notes and half notes. It'll be 3 measures though, which is the most of any of these. Alright, here's my simple rhythm. Anyway, at the end of this, you jump onto this 2x2 platform thingy. So floor 2 was the floor with the note names quiz. So I'll duplicate this. Still not at text amount limit. What I did was I deleted the thingies at the start down here where it said the floor. It gets hashtagged every time anyway, so, like, what's the point? Okay, so we're gonna skip from floor 2 to floor 5 now. So floor 5 was the one I built off camera, well, other than the outside, and the end of it was a shadow section, long story why, but that's basically what we're gonna do here. So I have these walls here so I can put the shadows of these platforms. So on any quiz-like things, I need to be, like, completely sure it's not going to hashtag because I don't want to put another teleporter thing. So I don't want to add this sign is can collide false. So I'm just going to move this over here. That way you can still see it, but it's, like, pretty obvious you're not supposed to jump on that. And you just instead jump to here from whichever platform it might be. Okay, there's all the shadows. So now do that and then select them again because it just didn't make it can collide false for some reason. And then make them all have these visual properties. And then do that. Okay, anyway, that takes us to the articulations floor, which was floor 7. So let me think about how many texts I need to add. I'm gonna need to add the text on the portal, including, like, the warning thingies, and some stuff in the win room. Yeah, this isn't gonna be enough. We'll put 1 staccato platform. And other than that, I'm gonna have to try not to use any of these. I'm gonna have to try and use almost no signs for the rest of this. I think I'm gonna need 1 more. There's gonna be 1 staccato platform after this section, which is gonna be legato. You know, the connected platforms that were here. They're all going to be button activated though. That way you can't just jump from up here. Okay, so the button activated section will go up to this quiz question. Actually, if there's invisible platforms in between here, that's a problem. Here's what we can do. We'll go ahead and put them here. They're not going to be button activated. So if you were to jump down, you would be able to get to here, which would be a problem. But we're going to make it so there's a button that activates a thing inside here that you actually walk on. And the platform you see at the moment is can collide false. Therefore, if you attempted to take the shortcut, you'd fall. Okay, so Tower of Music Theory Mayhem is technically finished. Not really, though, because there are still changes I'm going to make. And I'm going to add a lobby and win room as well. Here's the idea if you want to come play this. So this is going to be the floor 10 teleporter. So you are teleported to the water. The key signature on this floor is D major or B minor, F sharp and C sharp. So you gotta do that to start, well, not start, but, like, get onto the central platform. Here you are at the last floor. A final performance is imminent. But first, complete 2 button sections as a quick review. You can do them in either order, but this one is the one I built first, so I'll play it first. You didn't see that. You have one of those thingies. You didn't see that either. At first. There we go. And we have metronome thing. That I don't feel like getting the metronome for, but you saw me do those in previous videos of this series. So you have that falling part thing, and then here, since it's a wedge, you kind of get pushed off, so just hold W and A. Walk on top of the staff, and then go on top of these blue platforms. Okay, yeah, that's gonna need a nerf. So there's the first button, and then you would redo this first section here, and then the second one, you get to first by doing this tightrope. You jump on here, then this platform is marked as C, so it's C sharp. This one is also C, but the other octave. And then there's the brown button. You would do that one more time, and now that this door is open, you jump over here, high jump on top of the door. I think the doorknob is can collide false, it should be. And then the sign says, now it's time to perform almost everything you've learned. Your run will end if you fall. Take a deep breath and begin when you're ready. Good luck. Blah, blah, blah. We have another one of the read the rhythms that I'm not going to do. Once you get your walk speed back, you'll jump onto this cube. Not like that, though. It's That's kind of a long jump. Jump on the platform with the note G. That would be that one. From the moving platform, you then have this shadow section. So the first platform is right there, then here. Yeah. Okay, and then right here we'll come back to after the repeat sign. You can still see it from here, though. Just ignore those glitched yellow lines that need to be fixed. Okay, now you press the... Oops, I forgot to set that back to 15. I was testing some things, and it was annoying that it kept deactivating. So remember that that's a falling platform. Which wave has a higher frequency? That's that one. These I'll add the thingies to later. Again. There's the repeat sign. It sends you back here. And so you're going to want to jump on top of this wall like that, and then redo this section. Let's fix that shortcut you can probably take. This is a 9-stud wrap. Not too bad. Now you redo this section. You got some stick out wraps here. And be careful not to hit that insta-kill when you try to jump on top of this one, or to run out of time. But if you do run out of time, since these stay activated, you can still technically make your way back. And I mean, there's not really anything I can do about that. I'm gonna nerf that slightly. The jump is just too annoying. Okay. Yeah, and watch out because it can collide true, because it's button activated. We're just gonna do that. That should maybe fix that. So you jump here because it's a higher frequency wave. The one it tells you to jump on. Anyway, the rest of this is exactly the same. And then this sign says, make sure you aren't moving when you jump on this teleporter. You'll write a moving part to the win pad, which is a music note. Okay, so now you just wait here for 50 seconds. And you can look at the whole tower as you ride up this platform. And so just imagine it says Tower of Music Theory Mayhem right here. I might actually make it like a decal, so it uses only one part and not 5,000. Anyway, you jump there, temporary win room. I'll build that in between this video and the next video, which is going to be a showcase of this entire tower start to finish. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, please remember to leave a like and consider subscribing, even though I just said that. Here's the Obby ID once again. I'll see you in the next video, and have a great day.